I fought heavier guys, bigger guys. I made different. I made in Brazil, 1977.
Do you consider Evander a bigger challenge than Oscar?
Of course. Bigger challenge is coming from business class to up to first class. So it's both they conquer a lot in sports, gold medals, multiple champion. He's a heavyweight gold.
What's your ultimate goal in boxing?
Merge both sport where it can be even for us too. Making the clinch. So, but just boxing is being my journey in UFC. I still hold the most knockdown in UFC history, and I developed that boxing as a martial arts, not just as a sport. So my angles are different, and I think it's the future is be able to merge both sport into one, where I don't think fighters should fight 12 rounds. It can be much more entertaining when less, but more. I always say less and more. I don't want more and more. Making little a lot, not a lot little. I think it's when we merge both sport, you can have much more entertaining, much more action, and much more entertaining fights when you merge both.
So you said you want to clinch. So what exactly do you mean?
So in the clinch, so remember, boxing clinch is different than MMA clinch. I'm talking about you're not allowed to grab the neck, you're not allowed to grab the hands, hand fighting. So imagine a boxing match where you'll be able to work more in the clinch, where it can be more beneficiary for the MMA athlete, and not too much defense. Like, you know, the Mayweather type of guard doesn't exist in a real fight. So it's all about action. You know, people pay to see us in action, not seeing grabbing and hugging each other. So I think that's what will make interest when we merge both sports into one, where you can literally put something that can be entertaining, but also a sport, but it's disrupting the industry right now.
Yeah, we'll do that in the ring. Excuse me.
Fica de olho na minha escolha aqui, gente. Fica de olho na minha escolha aqui.
Hoya y Vitor Belfort make his way inside the boxing ring. Matchup against Evander Holyfield. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ring, the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, a man who holds the most knockdowns in UFC history. He's a finisher, a one-on professional boxing record from Brazil. I don't think he has an ounce of fat on him. He's extremely determined. The phenom, Vitor Belfort, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Vitor Belfort. Vitor, a week, a lot has happened over the course of a week. You go from fighting Oscar De La Hoya in Los Angeles, Staples Center. A week later, nope, you're fighting here in South Florida, Evander Holyfield. What went through your mind when all this went down?
As my wife said, the rules in the house, we see it as a problem. But every time something comes into our life, we see it as an opportunity. So I name trials, things are changed to opportunity. And this is a huge opportunity. And that's a legendary fight that was supposed to be scheduled a long time ago. And I think it's the merging of these two sports with a legendary two great names that we build our sports. Not just Oscar did, but I say I was upgraded from a business class to a first class. You know, Evander is a first class fighter, a heavyweight legend, gold medal. So I'm very excited to be able to do a great event and great combat with him.
How does that change your mindset, though? You were the naturally bigger man against Oscar. Now, you're fighting a bigger man in Evander Holyfield.
The king of the jungle is the lion, not the elephant. Size for me is about speed, power, and it's different. the way I was built, I come from a sport that I was 185, 190, fighting guys 300 pounds. People see as a weight as a big advantage. I see it as an advantage. Like I told you, it's like the game is to hit and going to hit. Of course, they have more power, they're heavier, but I think in my weight division, I can go to a 180 pound and I can become a 200 pound. But above 200 pounds, you're a heavyweight. So you got to understand that everyone has it's like your strength and your weakness. So you got to know how to play. That's the thing with fighting, is just understanding what in your strength versus your weakness. So for me, being light, being moved, and that's getting the rhythm. So I'm very confident in my rhythm right now.
A new wrinkle to the show has been added, as providing additional commentary will be none other than the former President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, alongside his son, Donald Jr., Jorge Masvidal as well, will be providing commentary on that alternative feed. What was your thoughts when you heard the news that you're going to have a president commentating your fight against Evander Holyfield?
I love it. I love it. Like, I think we are bringing into understanding the entertaining. And Donald Trump, it's a great figure, but also a guy who can get things done. And that's what I like about people. We're going to get things done. And I think it's everything you can add. And like I told you, people become so politicized. He's coming as a
fight fan.
Yeah, so you got to
commentator.
Yeah, and people have to put aside their preference in this. And we are Triller is putting a show, putting the left, the right, the black, the white, all together. It's a fun thing. It's a 9/11. We're talking about a time that America was strike, and we are literally putting a show. We'd be able to do donation. We'd be able to do providing, joy, putting a generation, grandkids with your kids. They're gonna know who's Holyfield, who's Vitor Belfort, the music. So it's time to put aside everything and just become human, become following Americans who love the country, and we want to make this the best country in the world, because they are. America is the great country. That's why we all here. A great opportunity. So could not be better. I want to congratulate the whole Triller, the production, Ryan Kavanaugh, his team, because we are literally giving in the 9/11 something you cannot miss.
But also the fact that they moved from Los Angeles to Miami in just over a week. You know how hard that is?
Listen, man, you got to understand one thing. I know we're going through a very hard time. A lot of people lost their loved ones. A lot of people are going through struggles. But until when are we going to see this as a problem? This is an opportunity to come enjoy. You see football. Everyone is packed. No mask. No one is talking about masks. Why? Because they love football. If you want it, wear your mask. If you want protection, wear your mask. If you don't want, this vaccine, forget all that. That's a sport, entertaining. We want to make it happy, lovely. Bring your family, your kids, grandkids. I think it's in a great time to literally put in the past, move into the future, and I think it's going to be an amazing event.
So essentially what you're telling me is tune into the pay-per-view. If you're here in South Florida, come in, forget about what's going on in life. Make sure that you're safe to whatever degree you want, but just enjoy a great night of entertainment, because it's not just you guys. The musical acts are unbelievable. Snoop Dogg and Marvin Gaye, the acts are just unbelievable.
I'm telling you right now, man, it's something that is amazing. Fighting, it's boxing, it's fun, it's all great. But when you put music, you put all this entertainment together, we're gonna have a lot of great entertainers there, fighters, musicians. But Snoop Dogg and Marvin Gaye bringing back, that's something unique. And I just want to thank you for this opportunity that, people come out. It's time to live again. It's time to enjoy life. And I think 9/11 is going to be remembered forever. But 9/11, be able to collide, me and Holyfield, in a legendary combat, it's putting the martial arts, the MMA, boxing fans going back and just revival this again and just entertaining people. And that's a time that a lot of people struggle, but we're going to bring joy.
Has your strategy changed at all, knowing the fact that now you go from fighting, Oscar to now fighting Evander Holyfield?
When you're ready, you don't need to stay ready. In life, you have to, like I said, I always have one plan. And sometimes going to that direction, you have to change routes, but the plan is still the same. So you just have to adapt the route and just You know, when you're going to, you put in your map and you say, hey, accident here, you gotta go through here, but your destination is the same.
Well, Vitor, thanks so much for your time. We'll let you work out. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the press conference at 1 Eastern, 10 in the morning Pacific time. We'll let you work out and can't wait to hear you hit the pads. Because you hit the pads,
man.
Oh my goodness, I don't want to be standing across the ring from you.
Let's go, guys. And tune in. Don't forget, 9/11, get together, put popcorn, get the barbecue going on. Don't miss it. Holyfield versus Belfort, only on Triller.
That's a bad man, Vitor Belfort, the Phenom, ladies and gentlemen.